Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, and welcome to Sunday Brunch. Every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with me, your host, Caitlin Bird. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here with me today. And this is how it's broken down. So this is a time for me to catch up with everybody I've met over the internet, and we also catch up on the latest dog related news. Hello, Kelly. Nice to see you here. How is Priya doing? And what are you drinking today? So hello, Rita. Nice to see you here. And also remember to give StreamYard permission so I can see your comments down below. You only have to do it once. If you don't see an option, you might just have to get out of the live stream, refresh the page, and it might ask you again. So just give them permission. I'll be able to chat with you guys and see who's commenting. So we are going to be catching up with the latest dog related news. Then after that, we're going to go jumping into the pages of Reddit. And if you guys are not familiar with Reddit, this is the first out of 2 times I'm going to warn you before we jump into Reddit. If you are sensitive, if you are somebody who has sensitive ears, if you don't like certain words, if you don't like certain topics, if you have people around you who fit that description, you might want to log off for Reddit, because Reddit is a page or a website where everybody from all over the world get to talk about anything and everything. And you might not expect to see certain things on there. So that is your first out of 2 warnings. Hello, Angela. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. How's everything developing over at your place? I know you've had some tough developments recently. Priya's good, awesome, and water is great. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn on our window. Of course, let me shrink myself here real quick. Of course, we always have... Did I flip myself? Did my screen just flip? It looks like it might have just flipped. I don't know what I'm... Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing on my software, but okay. The first article we have here today is called Pup PPE Power. Golden Retriever Service Dog helps neuroscientists conduct lab research. And this is actually something that came up last year as well. I believe it was last year that the person who has this service dog wrote up a manual for bringing dogs into the lab, and, to still, not like have cross-contamination issues and things like that. But there's a little video. I haven't watched this yet. I don't know if there's anything new in the story, but it's titled Golden Retriever Service Dog Helps Neuroscientist Conduct Lab Research. So let's see what this is about. Oh, it's one of those videos you have to read. Come on. The Golden Retriever Service Dog dons his goggles and lab coat every morning, just like his disabled neuroscientist owner. Joey Ramp suffered traumatic head injuries in 2016, but continued studying the human brain, news outlets reported. If I drop something in the lab, he'll come to my side, and I can use him as a brace to kneel, Ramp said. Samson is also on hand to spot signs of her post-traumatic stress disorder and react accordingly. Ramp advocates for service dogs to be allowed into laboratory settings and even created guidelines to get more of them into labs. Yeah, okay, so that just kind of confirms what's going on. And they're on Twitter too, by the way, as Samson the Service Dog. Let me move myself over here. He says, I wear the same PPE mom wears. Sometimes we don't have to wear goggles. Those are days where we are writing reports. I still help her every day, though. Oh, Lord. I hate videos that lead in with really loud music. I just usually startle and be like, was not expecting that. So he's got his vest on. He's got a little lab coat. He's got some booties. That's cute. I love it. Ariel says, I'm not really a fan of bracing on dogs. They just really aren't built for weight bearing. Yeah, I mean, there's And I'm sure you're also not a fan of tethering with younger kids either. You know, there's always going to be bits of tension. And, you know, if you do something, you know, there's also weight bearing activities where I believe they're considered a type of bracing, but it's much less lower impact. So, like for example, if you have rather than the standard brace on your dog's shoulders, you can do kind of like a reverse brace, and the loop you have at the shoulders of your dogs, you can put pressure opposite of your dog, so it's kind of an opposition, and that can help you, you know, make mobility movements as well without being as stressful on the dog's joints. Indy says, I love it. I know, it's so cute, right? So who is, my girl is disabled. She's healthy, happy here because she can. You already told me I'm a good boy. Yeah, and I mean, to kind of go on to that point, Ariel, is I always tell people to speak with your or an orthopedic veterinarian for tasks like that, because you have to make sure that the dog's elbows are good. You have to make sure they're a certain age, that their growth plates have closed, that you're not overusing your dog, right? So everything in moderation, and make sure that you're doing it the right way, because you can you can absolutely ruin your dog. Yes, counterbalance. There we go. Okay, well, that's pretty awesome. Love it. Like to see these guys still making the rounds on the internet, even after a year, which is great. And he looks like an English cream golden too. I'm speaking with the breeder right now, and she breeds English creams. So super exciting things are happening and developing on that front, which I'm not sure when it'll come through, but just gonna let you know things are being planned. Now, this story I really love. So I'm sure, as you guys know, I don't feature any news stories that have service dogs in prong choke or e-collars or any kind of aversive training methods. So when I do find good service dog stories, I'm very happy and giddy. So here's one that made me kind of happy and giddy. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Lori. Yeah, there's people bracing on dogs that are too small and haven't been cleared. There was this, I found it on YouTube, and it was a news story covering a trainer who was doing mobility work with a potential dog for training. Hold up, I want to change the lighting here. I don't want to be like this in this dark cave where you guys can't see me. Because I know that changes as my icon gets smaller. So I say this during the workshop in service dog prep all the time, where this trainer was doing bracing tasks with this young lab under 2 years of age, and she wasn't waiting for the dog to square up. The dog was like in the middle of a step before she started trying to brace the dog, and I'm like, oh my God, like this dog is not. He's going to get hurt. He's going to have to retire early. This person is making a fool of themselves on TV. And if you can find that, I might have it saved somewhere, but it was really disturbing. It was really, really disturbing. I saw on the internet a lady who had a rigid handle for mobility on a beagle. Yeah. Yeah. It's just people aren't educated, right? People just don't know. So you have to find that balance between education and just trying to help them out, right? Okay, so anyways, this is called this news station. Where is it at? Where is this news station at? Live local breaking.
Friday. That means that it's time to update on WDSU's pub.
I might have to replace my mouse. It's getting quite sticky on the computer. Okay, anyways, I'm not sure where this is at. But
a purpose.
This is cute.
Let's check in and see what Breeze learned this week, shall we? So he learned how to lay down. You see him here getting treats from the kibble lady. That's what Breeze calls her. His trainer with the United States Veteran Service Dog, that's Jessica Harden, also worked with Breeze on body handling. That's the video you see here. And she says this sets the foundation for visits to the vet
which I love, by the way. This is fantastic. This is really the foundation work that I tell people. And people are so focused on sit down, stay, come, leave it, healing. And I'm like, this is the foundation work. This is the basics you need to get started on with your puppy. You shouldn't be doing all of that yet. That's more advanced. Like, let's make sure the dog is okay with being handled and can go to the vet and is comfortable and happy during those time periods.
And grooming. Now, as a service dog, Breeze here will need to be calm during those exams and should be comfortable with somebody touching him. And Breeze also, as you see, got the chance to frolic a little bit outside for this photo shoot. I'm obsessed. He went to Parc des Familles in Jefferson Parish to take those pictures. He even got his little name tag. Remember, you can follow Breeze's journey on Instagram to becoming a service dog. His handle is WDSU Puppy. I cannot get enough of that little guy.
So you might have heard that they have an Instagram. I took the time to pull it up. So this is Bree's Instagram, WDSU Puppy. And they only have 330 followers and 18 posts. But look at that. Look at that face. So loving this so far. And it looks like that particular news station is following the dog's progress. And here's like another, I think this was the previous week with their training. So they were doing duration sit and a release cue, which I think was let's go for them. I loved how he moved it without her moving her body language, right? Because usually you do let's go and you start with the body language, but she didn't have to do that.
Let's go. Good job. Sit. Nice.
I don't know. I wish I could like fast forward and move around on Instagram, but it's very cute. I love it. But yeah, that's where they're at currently. I thought it'd be great. So if you guys want to follow them, you can also go to his page as well and kind of follow along. But so far it looks like they're doing pretty well. All right. And then another one. We can watch puppies here all day, right? So let me move this again so you guys can see it. This dog's name is Chappie. He settles into campus life at CCI in Orlando. And CCI is really, as Ariel says, NHL hockey teams have been adopting puppies for travel with the team and attending games. And I think is that new? Or has that been around for a few years? Because I haven't seen a lot of these until around coronavirus. Maybe I just wasn't, aware of it. But that's what I have noticed personally. Okay, so CCI, sometimes I catch them using the training tools that shall not be named, right? But a lot of the times I don't. So it's kind of a give and take with CCI for me personally. But in this particular story sounds really cute. It's about a puppy raiser who's raising their puppy and the process of all that's going through, which I love.
That's right. Chappie, our service dog in training, has settled nicely into his new life on the campus of Canine Companions for Independence in Orlando. Channel 3's Catherine Daniel takes us along as she turns him in for his next chapter.
This is it. The last time Chappie will wear his yellow puppy vest. In a small matriculation ceremony, my husband and I traded in for a larger blue one. I'm thankful Brian's by my side. I would not make it through this day without him. Bittersweet is overused, but nothing else fits this moment.
It's hard to say goodbye, but know that we care about them too, and all of our staff does. So we really want to make sure that they're happy and comfortable here in their new home.
Robin Bush is Chappie's professional trainer. Her impressive resume spans years at SeaWorld, the Dallas Zoo, and Disney's Animal Kingdom. Chappie is one of 11 dogs on her string. She'll work with just that group for 6 to 9 months. Once Chappie's matched, Robin will spend 2 weeks with him and his recipient teaching them how to work together. In his first weeks here, he'll have extensive health checks, temperament tests, and a review of his 30 commands. After that, it's go time.
Learning push to push doors close, and then we'll start with the retrieve, and go from there and build up on that with tug, turning on lights, and then we'll add in our equipment so that we can be around in wheelchairs or power chairs and then still be able to do the same work.
Playtime is also a priority. The streets play outside together many times a day. The dogs live in an indoor climate-controlled kennel that's staffed around the clock 7 days a week. As the minutes wind down, I'm comforted knowing Chappie and Millie will be here together. Millie is the 5th service puppy raised by Pensacola native Brittany Clark.
So they might have a policy to use them, Ariel, but I would be very surprised with the person who's in charge of this program to be for any of that. If you saw her resume, she's from the zoological field, which, hey, hello, how are ya? And you don't use aversive tools like that on undomesticated species who could F you up. At least if you do, it's used very rarely and in very specific situations. And of course, there's always fallout, right? There's always going to be fallout, and that's especially much more exacerbated in an undomesticated species. So it's interesting, and that's why I decided to highlight this story, because of her background. And normally, and again, I didn't see anything in here. These are more adult dogs. Maybe if they got transferred to another facility for training, they might. But I would be very surprised if this particular person would advocate for that.
Our dogs have spent countless hours playing and training together. Brittany and her family have been an endless source of support, welcoming my family into theirs. An unexpected but joyful bonus I am so grateful for. The moment has come. I had to fight not to cry, because they teach us that emotions travel down the leash, and I've always known that Chappie feels what I do. So someone hand me an Oscar for pretending to be okay. But deep down I was, because Chappie was clearly happy and excited to start what he was literally born to do. He's on his way to be someone's special dog, but Northwest Florida, he will always be our puppy. Thank you all so much for coming on this journey with us. Catherine Daniel, Channel 3 News.
All right. So what do you guys think of that story? I mean, you can clearly see that their dogs don't know collar cues. Hold up. When they were kind of pulling, oh, this is a totally different story. That's not the story I want. Is that this? That's a different one. Interesting. But you could clearly tell that the dogs didn't know how to respond to collar pressure. They're supposed to give into the lightest touch. That's how I do it in my program. So that, it's so funny, because when you teach a dog to respond to that collar pressure and you chain that behavior with walking, it goes, like, pulling goes away. It just doesn't happen. And if it does, the dogs instantly correct themselves. So Lori says, I had a defeating moment this week. I met up with another handler who told me I should put Rainey on a prong so she wouldn't be so distracted. Her dog is on both a prong and e-collar. I said, no, I'm doing positive. She says it's not working. And that's not her place to say, right? It is not her place to say that's not working for your dog, because I could equally look at her dog and say, well, that's not working. Your dog isn't responding. Like, he's only reacting to your corrections. He's not actually using his brain and learning. So why is that her place to tell you? It's not, right? You don't give people that power to tell you what you are and are not doing, because you didn't ask for it, right? You did not ask for that. So don't give them that power or that permission. Ariel says it's working and you're doing a great job. People that like to think a state of shutdown is properly trained, but you are caring for your dog's well-being. Absolutely. And it's about teaching an automatic settle, right? That's part of it too. And it's about making sure you go through the steps to make sure your dog is successful. And if your dog's not successful, well, you need to back it up and try it again later and just keep practicing, right? So again, don't give them that power, because they don't know. They don't know. You're the person who knows your dog the best. Okay. All right. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't seen this episode of Dr. Phil. I honestly don't really watch it, but I was thinking about going out to find this. Kelly says, I have that annoying friend. Priya's doing great, but she nitpicks her. Well, you want to send me some of those videos? Maybe we can totally work on whatever you want, Kelly. All right. Judge declines. Yeah, dog doesn't listen off those tools. Well, then it's not training. Yeah. Judge declines to dismiss herring suit against Madison service dog provider. So this one's interesting. There's this guy. What state is this in? Culper Star Exponent? Star Exponent. Where is this? Virginia? oag.state.va.us. That's a lot of dots in that URL. So this is interesting because there is a quote unquote service dog provider that is charging families like up to $30,000 for like an 8-week-old puppy that says they're service dog trained. And I'm like, what? What? I don't get it. What's going on? That's a good response, Ariel. That's a good response. Good morning. Who is that saying good morning? Let us know. You're not showing up in my feed. You have to make sure to give StreamYard permission so I can see your name. All right. So Service Dogs by Warren Retrievers, based in Madison, was the focus of a Dr. Phil episode in 2016. A lawsuit against the nonprofit filed in 2018 by Attorney General Mark Herring will go to trial later this year. Now, this is interesting because apparently the organization is already bankrupt. So I don't think they're suing, right? A lawsuit. I mean, okay, they're suing. Like, I'm not sure what the point is of trying to move forward with someone who's already bankrupt. Maybe they're trying to get him into jail so that he stops being a fraud. Yeah, okay. So Ariel knows a bit more about this. SDWR has been sued tons of times for supplying a dog that's not trained for $25K or more, refusing to train the dog, and refusing to return the money. Yeah, I mean, it's literally a giant scam. So here goes. Let's go into the article. Virginia Attorney General Mark Herring's multi-year lawsuit against a bankrupted Madison County service dog nonprofit will move forward to trial after a local judge recently decided to a defense demurrer motion. What is a defense demurrer motion? Talk OV law. Demurrer is a pleading in a lawsuit that objects to or challenges a pleading filed by a opposing party. The word demurrer means to object. A demurrer is the document that makes the objection. Lawyers informally define a demurrer as a defendant saying, "So what?" Okay. I like how plain English that is. So what? Like, what's your point? Okay. So move forward to try after a judge locally recently denied a defense of so what to dismiss the case, according to a news release. All right. Filed in 2018, the action against Charles D. Warren Jr., founder and CEO of Service Dogs by Warren Retrievers, Inc., alleges violations of the Virginia Consumer Protection Act that Warren sold poorly trained, quote unquote, service dogs for tens of thousands of dollars to families with various disabilities. The lawsuit also alleges Warren misled customers and donors about the business and his own military service, according to Herring. Yeah, like I think there was a lot of stuff that he claimed to be, which he was not. In February, Madison County Circuit Court Judge David Franzen granted a default judgment against Service Dogs by Warren Retrievers after no one appeared in court for the nonprofit that filed for bankruptcy in May of 2020. The Madison County Eagle reported. Richmond County Wyatt Durrett filed the demurrer on behalf of Warren, saying he was not the supplier of the dogs, the nonprofit was, and therefore he cannot be found in violation of the Charitable Solicitation Act, which the Attorney General's suit to also alleges. Okay, I'm not super familiar with how all of that works with nonprofits, because I know if you have a business, depending on how you register it, people can either go after you personally and your assets, or they cannot. Herring contended Warren and his nonprofit are both responsible for wrongdoing. Service Dogs by Warren Retrievers and Dan Warren not only allegedly took part in dishonest and unlawful business practices, but their reckless actions put the lives of their customers who were relying on the business's claims in danger, the Attorney General said on Wednesday. I'm really glad that this lawsuit can now move forward, bringing us one step closer to holding Mr. Warren personally accountable for putting the health and safety of consumers at risks. My team and I will continue to take action against businesses who deceive or take advantage of Virginia customers. Herring's lawsuit in Madison County Circuit Court alleges that SDWR and Warren charged $18,000 to $30,000 for service dogs that could purportedly identify and alert individuals to life-threatening low and high blood sugar and individuals with diabetes, assist children on the autism spectrum, including aiding in search and rescue, or redirecting from self-harm, support people with epilepsy or other seizure disorders by finding help, acting as a ballast, or stimulating a person during a seizure, and help those with post-traumatic stress by providing relief from emotional overload, offering increased independence and comfort, and helping with memory issues and routines. In reality, the dogs were poorly trained, ill-behaved, not equipped to help manage a life-threatening situation or disability, rendering them little more than incredibly expensive pets. A hearing to put on evidence for the amounts of consumer restitution, civil penalties, and attorney's fees to be awarded against SDWR is scheduled for May in Madison County Circuit Court. Well, and again, like penalties, fees, restitution, like they said they're bankrupt. Like you can't squeeze blood from a stone. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do, unless somehow they can go after him personally. Because they never said he was bankrupt. They said that SDWR was bankrupt, so I don't know. As a result of the judge's ruling on Warren's motion to dismiss, a jury trial and the case will go forward. It's scheduled to begin in October. Okay, so we have a lot of things in the chat. Let me catch up with this. What are we doing here? The bankruptcy was brought up and they are actually calling it false. That has been a big deal. Oh, really? So they're not bankrupt? Lori says, wow, there's a person in North Carolina who also is doing that with untrained dogs. Ariel has a whole Google Drive on it. Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to check that out later. Ariel says they've even sold aggressive dogs as service dogs after the trainer told them not to because the dog was aggressive. So they actually have trainers? I was under the opinion that this SDWR didn't even have trainers. Like, oh, and also the Dr. Phil episode. Hello. I want to look that up too. Oh, no. Oh, so this is the other organization. No, that was right. Okay. Lori says, oh, I forgot to mention that she also kept calling Rainey's name. I told Rainey to ignore her. Who does that? The person in North Carolina sold aggressive dogs too. Yeah, I mean, she's doing that to get on your nerves to see if your dog can ignore, which, you know, I haven't proofed Reaver against that. But you can also use a, what's the word? Stage name for your dog. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll be like, oh, his name is Pluto. Whatever name that comes to me first. Well, oh, that dog's name is George. People be like, George. I'm like, no, he's not going to respond to you. Maybe, Lori. I don't know. Okay. Dr. Phil episode in 216. How do you... Dr. Phil service dog. Maybe that's what I should look up. Dr. Phil service dog episode. Yeah, or to make her dog look better. I mean, maybe she's insecure. I don't know her personally. Were pet owners scammed out of thousands of dollars? Women claimed they were scammed by a service dog. This sounds more like it. But there's the same people in there. Huh. 31 seconds. 5 minutes. What is going on here?
Tell me how this started. You were told about this company, and you were told that you had to pay just a $50 deposit to start the process, right?
Right. After my son was diagnosed, this was like a life-changing thing for us. So we had no idea really what to do. There's a lot of what we call the diabetic online community, and we had heard.
Okay, well, she paid $461, but never got it. Okay. I mean, that's like very cheap. She said $40. She had to put a $40 deposit down.
Company.
No, $50
Tell
deposit.
me how this started. You were told about this company, and you were told that you had to pay just a $50 deposit to start the process, right?
Right. After my son was diagnosed, this was like a life-changing thing for us. So we had no idea really what to do. There's a lot of what we call the diabetic online community, and we had heard about these diabetic alert dogs. They call them dads. So I did my research, and I found service dogs. At the time, they were Guardian Angel service dogs. I initially made contact with Mr. Warren, the owner of the company, and I was told that all I needed to do was pay a $50 deposit to open an account. And then moving forward, all I would have to do is fundraise for a period of 2 years. Basically, at least hold one fundraiser every 3 months. And that once I raised my initial $1,000, I would be getting a dog.
Wow, he's got a whole system. You have to fundraise for 2 years, once every 3 months. Okay, that sounds like a system. Whether or not it works, I don't know.
That would come in, and the dog would already be set trained. All we would have to do over the course of the next 2 years is work with a trainer every 3 months or so to do public access where the dog can kind of come out.
Okay, and what we're talking about here is these dogs.
Hola. Hold up. Wait, say that again, girl. Meet up once every 3 months with a trainer to do public access, and that's it.
The course of the next 2 years is work with a trainer every 3 months or so to do public access where the dog can kind of come out.
He works on a quarterly basis, like doing the bare minimum. Holy cow. Every 3 months, fundraise. Every 3 months, a training session. Every 3 months. Whoa. What is this?
Okay, and what we're talking about here is these dogs can detect whether the individual has high blood sugar, low blood sugar, so they can detect this by being around the individual and are trained, given what they detect, to alert.
Some dogs train to paw for a high and bow for a low. And then, that would tell my son, okay, that something's wrong, go ahead and test.
Okay. And some dogs are trained to actually go get a meter,
right,
or go get juice, or even call 911.
Correct.
If it's called for. Correct?
Correct. That's what I was expecting.
All right. So once you raised the initial $1,000, you said, okay, I'm going to get a service dog, right?
Correct. I had done a lot of work for the organization as far as like poetry and videos and different things like that. So they made me what's called active status, which is, when you supposedly have $1,000.
Wait. She actually gave services to the organization. Poetry and what?
So they made me what's called active status, which is, when you videos and different things like that.
Videos.
So they made me what's called active status, which is, when you supposedly have $1,000 in your account. And I was on the list now to get my dog.
All right. What happened?
What happened was a local family that the organization introduced me to that had just received their dog didn't want me to be blindsided. She's like, when the dog arrives, it's going to arrive with a 30-page contract. You either sign it there on the spot or both the dog and the money are gone. So I confronted the owner of the organization and I said, well,
oh, is that how they get you? Okay.
I would like to see it before. I'm not going to sign anything that I can't see in advance. And he's like, well, it has some proprietary information and you can't. I said, well, then send me a general version of one. And he's like, no.
There's a purchase and training agreement, and
right.
I have kind of an exemplar of it here. It says the purchase price shall be $18,500. The training program will address low and high blood sugar recognition.
I want to know how they got this. If they wouldn't even like send a generalization, how did Dr. Phil get any part of this?
Specialized service dog behaviors like get the testing kit, get the juice box, get another member of the household, service dog emergency call 911 training. If the puppy is trained as a diabetic alert dog upon reaching the end of the training program, is not offering alerts on recognized BG levels, Guardian Angel will offer a refund on a portion of the training cost.
None of that is true. I've asked them several times in our initial conversation, how much does this dog cost? They refuse to give me a price. Well, really, all you have to do is just fundraise for a period. How much do I have to fundraise? They wouldn't tell me. They don't issue refunds. And that's a huge issue with a lot of these families. His thing is, we're a nonprofit. We can't give you any money back.
So did you ever get a dog?
No.
Did you pay money?
I paid him a few hundred, and then, of course, with the work and everything I did, the poem and everything else, my account balance was at about $1,500
Right.
at that point when I told him that I wouldn't move forward if I couldn't see the contract, and he refused. He was very evasive. So we ended up backing out of the organization, and then things kind of went downhill from there.
Well, that was good for someone to reach out to her, because then she became, what the heck? Hold up. We've got a scammer on the line. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do you guys see that? I need to block this guy. That is so interesting. Huh. So weird. All right, so the person is blocked. I don't know if they'll like log into another account. That's so weird. That's never happened before. Right? Like, who does this during a live? And they're tagging you guys too. Is that a bot? I don't even know. They tagged you twice. Oh my God. Okay. I deleted 2 out of the 4 just because, like, I almost want to go back. Yeah, creepy. He had her name. It's Pretty Omalara. That's not. He doesn't have his name. His name is It's Pretty Omalara. Weird. All right. Well, that was a first. Wow. Run across new stuff every day.
Did you get a dog from this
I did get a
organization?
dog. We got a puppy about 14 weeks old, and upon delivery, we were basically given a contract that we had no idea that was coming. We were told either.
I mean, come on, 14-week-old puppy? Yeah. It might not be. Well, so Ariel, like, where are you viewing this from? So I went to my personal Facebook page, and then I saw the scammer.
Either we sign it or the dog goes and we get no money back.
How much had you paid in at that point?
Initially, I paid $1,000 down to become active on the list to get the dog. And we ended up giving him, when all was said and done, approximately $14,000 in total.
Okay. And you got a dog that was 14 weeks old,
Correct.
supposedly trained at 14 weeks old?
Supposedly trained. We were sued, and in the lawsuit it states that we were given a fully trained service dog at
14 weeks
that would be able to
What?
detect my son's glucose levels, call 911, get a juice box, get a meter. None of that happened.
That is
Upon delivery,
ridiculous.
the trainer came, and what we worked on was Alan learning his name.
Your dog was not well.
Correct. He's been sick ever since we've gotten him.
Oh God. Yeah, like straight from a freaking puppy mill. Like, where the heck did these dogs even come from? Oh my God. Well, now we know. Hi, Dave. Oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen you here in weeks. How are you? Okay, so we have covered so much stuff that's happened during the week. I can't believe so much dog news happens during the week. But nice to see you guys here. What are you guys all drinking, by the way? I've got water. Kelly's got water. What else do you guys got? Now is the time where we actually have some fun. Now, again, this is going to be my last warning. I warned you at the beginning of the broadcast. This is your second and last warning. We are going to go into Reddit. If you have not been on Reddit before, watch out, because anybody and everybody from all over the world can comment and go on Reddit. So if you do not like certain words, if you do not like certain actions or videos or sounds, or maybe who knows about flashing lights, right? We don't know what we're going to cover on Reddit. What comes up on Reddit is what comes up on Reddit. So if you have children in the room, if you have somebody with sensitive ears, if you want to have sensitive ears, log off now or go into a different room, put on headphones, put the kids away, whatever you have to do to get yourself settled. Okay? Gloria's drinking coffee today. Ah, yes, coffee. Coffee. I had I'm not supposed to have coffee or anything with caffeine in it right now in my stomach. However, oh, hi, Lisa. How are you? What's going on? However, the other day, I did get a frosted coffee from all places, Chick-fil-A. Now, before you burn me for Chick-fil-A, they're not my favorite either. But Reaver, I wanted to get some extra socialization with him. When people suddenly appear, in a quiet environment, sometimes they'll get a little barky. So okay, Chick-fil-A has all these people outside. Sometimes they suddenly appear, and I want him to get used to that. And he's been fine. He barked once out of our 4 trips, and he's gotten totally used to it now. And I'm okay, well, that was easy. I shall utilize Chick-fil-A for the training ability. What kind of tea, Lisa? Yeah. Oh, no way. I had a client with POTS. I've worked with POTS before, and you're supposed to have lots of salt too. All right, so here we go. Last warning. We are going into Reddit. We have 4 good subreddits here. One of my favorites, I swear I always open with this one, is Next Fucking Level. Did I not warn you about the words? The next one, which I haven't gone into before, is What Have I Done? ... And the next one is everyone's favorite, subreddit Aww. And also subreddit Made Me Smile. Does anybody have a preference? Anything sound good? Because if not, I'm going to go right into Next Fucking Level. Dave is having French vanilla cappuccino mix. Oh, you know what's... is that the ones from, it's not Folgers, it's in these little rectangular with red top lids, and but it makes foam as soon as you put it into hot water. It's the most amazing thing. And you can make it as sweet or as non-sweet as you like. It's so good. I forget what it's called. I haven't had it in years, but it's really good. Okay, so oh, this one was pretty good. I really loved this. This was great. I don't know where this is at, but the amount of collaboration this took. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to get a ball into this bucket by bouncing it only off of their heads. So take a look. Yes, Folgers cappuccino. Yes. But you can't drink it. You have to have water. Shh. That was fun. I love this. Just the sheer joy on everybody's face after them doing this is fantastic. It makes me wonder how long they were doing that for. Because, like, how many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 kids and 15 head bumps in order to get that. Like, that is some serious coordination. Oh, I will reign. Oh, I will reign. You can share in my pain for not being able to eat things. So, this one also looked really cool. So this is my clearest picture of a third quarter moon that required 42,000 frames and a 74 gigabytes of data. And it's telling me to zoom in. So we're opening a new tab for this one. Oh, Sam's Club's has the brand. Oh, milk makes it creamier. Okay, so this is the moon. Now, already, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on here from just as far away as this is that looks really impressive to me. Oh, see, my doctor says I can't have French fries. See, we're sharing, the pain then. So what I really like, I like the shadow detail. Like, do you guys see that? If you don't, we'll zoom in a minute. But like, everything looks smooth on this side. And then as soon as you get here for the ridges, it pops, like literally pops. And then it goes, of course, into its little blackness. But let's see how far we can zoom in here. Oh, God. Hello. And the file's got to be much bigger than what this actually is. Look at that. Like, I'm surprised you took that with a camera. Wait, let's see. How does one do this? This is from Astrophiles. Here's my clearest third quarter moon mosaic. I've been taking 74 gigabytes of data days ago. If you like this picture, feel free to have a look at my whole work on Instagram. Description. The technique consists in building a mosaic of the moon, taking thousands of pictures part by part using a Maksutov 150 over 1800 millimeter telescope with an iNova PLB CX camera. Okay, I'm out of my element. I have captured a total amount of 42,000 images aligned and stacked between 3 and 5% of the best quality frames. I have finally stitched all the resulting stacked pictures together to reconstruct the whole third quarter. Are you kidding me? Like, how many hours of manpower is that? Because I mean, look at this. Like, it's flawless. You cannot tell that this is 42,000 pictures stitched together. Like, you just can't. And look at all those craters. I mean, that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I have added a full moon to make the darker part appear. Stars have been observed in other parts of the sky and added in processing. Oh, so the stars were after? It's crazy. Nuts. All right, let's go check out his Instagram. That's cool. Astronophilos. 70 posts and 33,000 followers. Anthony Salsi, French astrophotographer and science communicator. Oh, I love science communicators. PhD in astrophysics. DM me to buy high-resolution pictures. Click below for canvas and prints. Cool. Oh, this one's pretty. I like this one. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. And like, he made it so that you can see like purple in the moon. There's purple on one side and like brown on the other side. That's very artisty-farty. Artsy-fartsy. I'm assuming that's the sun. That's interesting. Do you recognize it? Yes, it's our star, the sun. This is how it looks when we when using a solar filter on a telescope. The grainy appearance of the solar photosphere is produced by convective cells composed of hot plasma and is called granulation. Through these granules, you can notice two groups of sunspots, AR 1279-4 and AR 1279-5. Sunspots are caused by concentrations of magnetic field flux. Yeah. Available in canvas and print. Let's go check out his website now. I mean, if you're spending if you're taking 45,000 photos and stitching them together, and he's only he's only selling it for $16. Like, what about astrophotography, clouds, HDR, shape? Huh. What is this? This looks like the moon in the middle of the Milky Way. What is this? What is it? It looks weird. It doesn't look right to me. Probably because it's the moon in the middle of the Milky Way. What is it though? No, seriously. Does he have it on his Insta? Oh, right here. What does it say? How big the Andromeda galaxy is in the night sky. I made this composition using my moon and Andromeda pictures to make you understand how huge is this galaxy. This is how you should see Andromeda if your eyes were able to perceive all the light coming from the galaxy. The Andromeda galaxy, located at 2.5 million light years away, has an apparent or angular dimension of 3.18. The apparent diameter is an angle from which the object is seen from Earth. Makes it one of the biggest and brightest celestial objects to be seen in the night sky. It is even easily possible to see the galaxy with the naked eye under a good sky. Simple binoculars are enough to perceive the nuances in its heart. Yeah, but why is the moon inside it? Is it because it's as bright as the moon? The third image, we want the fourth image. Ask for posting the picture. I realized at the same time. The third image is an overlay of 6 moons to illustrate the comparison of sizes between the two objects in the last image. So you need 6 moons to be as wide it is just from looking in the sky, I would assume, because we're clearly not dealing with actual size at this point. Did you know the moon has a tail? I sound like an auctioneer. Hey, don't hate. Milky Way did not correspond to reality. This picture should be considered as an illustration. The respective dimensions of the moon and Andromeda. Yeah, I think it's relative. Like, it's not actual size, because otherwise, like the moon is not as big as the galaxy. This doesn't make sense to me. Okay, cool, I guess. But good photography, that's for sure. No, I did not know how the moon has a tail. Is it a cat tail? Is it a cat or a dog? Or is it some other exotic creature? Does the moon have a tail? And what does that mean? Is it like just space dust? Every month it shoots a beam around Earth. The moon has a comet-like tail. Every month it shoots a beam. Carl Sagan once said that the Earth is but a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. He would probably be thrilled to know that around the time of a new moon, Earth is a speck of dust suspended in a moontail. No, leave me alone. It makes the moon sort of look like a comet. The moon, lacking an atmosphere to shield it, is constantly under attack. When meteorites bombard its volcanic surface, sodium atoms fly high into orbit. The sun's photons collide with the sodium atoms, effectively pushing them away from the sun and creating a tail-like structure flowing downstream from the moon. For a few days each month, when the new moon moves between Earth and the sun, the comet-like tail dusts the side of our world that is facing the sun. Huh. Our planet's gravity pinches that sodium stream, narrowing it into a beam invisible to the naked eye that wraps around Earth's atmosphere and shoots out into space from the opposite side of the planet. This moonbeam can be seen by special cameras as a spot in twilight skies. Sometimes it appears brighter, sometimes dimmer. Even since the tail and its beam were first seen, scientists have been wondering what controls the beam's brightness. So we have a sodium tail. I guess we're just being seasoned by the moon. A tail as big as a kite. I just learned that this week. Okay. I didn't know the moon was like sprinkling sodium around us and having it shoot back out. I mean, there you go. Gravity does things. Gravity does things. That's my biggest comment for the day. Oh, this is pretty cool. Have you guys ever seen a bamboo umbrella being made by hand? It's sped up. You'll survive. If you're not interested, you'll survive. Just watch it. You're fine. Right? Ariel, you get your salt. Just breathe the air. Just go up above the atmosphere a little bit and just breathe it in for a little bit. Go get your salt. Let's see what's going on. So 2 weeks from now, hold up. What's the calendar? No, next Sunday. Next Sunday, Reaver and I are going to be doing nosework classes on Sunday. You're welcome. Yeah, Reaver and I will be doing nosework classes on Sunday morning. So next week, this is not going to be at 11. Starts at 9:30, ends at 10:30. If I was, no, it won't be able to do it at 11. I'm going to bump this for the next 6 weeks, the live, to 12 o'clock. Okay? So starting next week, for the next 6 weeks, Sunday brunch is going to be moved to 12. And thank God it's for brunch, because if I called this breakfast, I would have to change it to lunch. And I'm not popping back and forth and making all of those those graphics for, hey, join me for Sunday breakfast. Hey, join me for Sunday lunch. No. Oh, has she really? Oh, that's exciting. So yes, Reaver's gonna be starting that too. I have it in the calendar. I don't remember what day it is. It's on a Monday. I think that might be next week on a Monday too. It's going to be at 7:15 at night, which is insanely late for me. It's insanely late for me to start something. Usually I've stopped everything by then. I'm just like, I'm done. Life was too much today. I'm done. Sure. First daylight savings and now this. Oh, Dave, do you miss me? Oh, it's okay. Subway Groove. Oh, this was good. I don't know. It was really cute. Okay, the startup's super cute. So there's someone in the subway doing they've got a saxophone. 9 a.m.s. I wish mine were in the morning on Saturday. And he happens to have a saxophone on him. He's like all excited, ready to go get started. He's like staring this guy down. He's like, I got you. I'm coming for you. Like, come on. Love the red pants, by the way. And that's where it should have ended, but then the guy walks back to the corner, and then nothing else happens. Ariel says, I'm supposed to be bringing a new puppy home? Why? New prospect? Somebody's pet? What's going on? That's exciting. I don't think I would be ready for a puppy with Reaver. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Before you go to bed.
Oh, look how pretty it is. Listen, that is my dream life right there. Oh, why'd you gotta stop? That was 11 seconds of happiness right there. Look at that. Oh, very cool. I need to vibe to that more often. A 3-year-old girl solves a Rubik's Cube in 47 seconds. Oh, okay. So she looks at it first, then you have to put your hands down and then go. Oh my God. Look how fast she is. I swear pieces are moving and like you don't even realize it. Shh, Dave. Stop the judgment. Do you like people? Dave, can I ask you that? Do you like people? Oh, yellow's done. Whoa! See, the craziness is the transformation from, like, you've got 10 seconds left, and you only have yellow done. Well, guess what? 10 more seconds go by, and everything's done. Can anybody hear? Can anybody here do a Rubik's Cube? I watched Destin Beach live. Is that a nice place? Wait a minute. Hold on. Destin Chamber, Florida. Oh, Hampton Inn and Suites. Sandstein Beach Golf Resort and Spa. I feel like I should open my day up with just live watching a camera, a beach cam. Why can't I scroll down more? Hold up. There we go. Ariel says yes, by peeling the stickers off and calling it done. I like the spirit. Look at that. Oh, you can count people. I mean, if you really wanted to people watch, this is what you could do. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Can you see how many people are like live with you or no? 4 million views and only like 7,000 likes. Huh. EarthCam. Oh yeah, I remember hearing EarthCam. Hold up. So is the Hilton just streaming this from EarthCam? Wait a minute. I need to add this into my routine. Just whatever I want to watch. My boyfriend is constantly watching these bear cubs growing up. Denver, Colorado still has a lot of snow. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got a surfer boy in the comments. Okay. See, I like the small waves. They don't drown me. Mauritius cam? Aruba? Bermuda? Waikola? Hawaii? Oh my goodness. This makes me happy. Bison Cam? Lion's Den? Oh, where do I want to go? I want to go. I do want to see Mauritius. Oh, it's raining. It's storming. It's a little windy. It's not too bad. All right. It's also nighttime. Related cams. Oh, where is this? This is still Mauritius? Just a different location? Or it says Mauritius. It gives you time lapse for the days before too. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. That is cool. Huh. That's nice. No one's up. There's someone. There's someone at the resort. That's cool. I just want to watch beaches or go to Italy. Do they have an Italy? I bet they do. Wait, can I just go like... Mulberry Street? Trist? Skyline? Why are you Denver? I don't want... That's New York. Here we go. Aosta, Italy? Italy Cams? Norma? Okay, I can't say any of these words. Yeah, you did. You taught me 2 things today. Arezzo. That just sounds cool. Sounds like a pasta. Arezzo pasta. But it's arroz, right? No, that's rice. That's rice in Spanish, isn't it? Arroz. Getting our languages mixed up. Okay, well, ooh, what's this? Mountains and water. Very foggy today. Do we have a timeline? No, I wanted a timeline of what it was like yesterday. That would be so cool. Well, that's pretty cool. I think I need to stop because I will just spend all day on here. All right, what subreddit do you guys want to go on to next? What have I done? This sounds great. This video was pretty funny. I liked this. You're at like this nice little restaurant, and they pull out this very fancy drink. Steam comes rushing out, and she's like, "Oh, I will get this. I will grab this. Look, it's great and cool. I'll sip it." And oh my God, that's nasty. Just the look on her face. I just can't. I just can't. I don't know what this is. Look, oh my God, no. I feel like that's so me. Like that is something I would do. It's a big bottle. Oh my God. And it just shoots everywhere. Just, oh my God. What happened? What happened to me? Ariel says, please watch this for a laugh. They had me double over. I wish I could copy and paste. Hold up. I'm going to have to pull you up over another browser so I can copy and paste it. It better be something like not like, well, I mean, it's Reddit. It's not really. Here we go. I'll pull up a lot of stuff on Reddit, I guess. Guess it doesn't matter. Can you see that? Oh, hold that. I need to hold that. Okay. Wait a minute. I got this. There we go. Okay, now you can see it all. Restarting. Here we go. Is that goofy? I couldn't. Cute. That's really cute because you don't see a lot of choirs like doing stuff like that. So it's definitely out of the box. That's super cute. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, and then they finish it up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Super nice. Well, and it's true too, because like I remember when I was in high school, right? I spent 1 year in high school. I was homeschooled most of my life. But I remember the 1 year I did spend in high school, I decided I wanted to try out for like a play or do a drama class, which I did. I did a drama class and I had a very like a one-liner in a play. I stopped before the best part. Oh, come on. They already stopped, right? Oh, no, there's like some wave action going on. Yeah, so to kind of go back to what I was saying with the acting, because like choreography and singing and remembering lines are like three totally different like aspects in order to master. And, you know, choirs are usually just used to standing and singing. So to see that they were able to do both and add in a little bit of action into their routine, I mean, that's great. That's a whole nother skill set that takes a lot of time to master. Reminds me of my childhood. What? Cool. Awesome. All right. So, oh, that's right. What have I done? What have I done? Instant regret. It's like instant regret, right? The cat was trying really hard to decide if she wanted to mess with the dog. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, Ariel. Yeah, because like I usually I associate that track with like racehorses or something. Like if you're at the races and it's really like high energy. Oh, what's going on here? The balance. What is this? Hold up. What happened? Why did he fall off? Did he have a couple? I think he might have had a couple. He like literally put his hand on the leg as if it was going to support him. Like, wait, watch this again. And then like he stumbles here and he starts to stumble more. And then he's just like, nope. I'm going to have a visit with the fish for a minute. Hold on. Like, come on. That is not even trick rocks. Come on. Why would you do that? Sick moves. Oops. Oh. I mean, he completed the move. Just don't have little samurai swords on your back at the same time. Or secure them better. Oh, man. Well, at least it was just a glass. At least, like, the light didn't break. Then that, right? Then it's more glass, I suppose. And I made the same noise. So, okay, we have a back screen door, right? And, of course, with spring coming along, it's much warmer. Yeah, the force is definitely not strong with this one. It's much warmer outside. And, Reaver and I, spend time out on the deck. And so does the boyfriend. And of course, silly me, I know that this is how dogs break screens. And as soon as we came out, I said, okay, just close the screen door. And then a couple minutes later, we were both kind of heading in the direction of the screen door. And Reaver just bams through this brand new screen door that we installed not like a couple months ago when it wasn't, well, maybe a couple weeks ago when it wasn't snowing. And like I made that same noise and Reaver is like, hey, what's up? Like, what happened? And then Scott comes over and he's like, that was brand new. And I'm like, I know, but hold on, wait a minute. There's no tear. Like literally it just popped out of the seams. I've pushed back together screen doors before. Like as long as nothing's ripped, you can just push it back in. I told him, it's fine. Like, I'll just push it back in. I'll push it back in. It's okay. It didn't actually break. But he was so like tightened up and stressed. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just give me like a paint scraper and I'll push it back in. Dog thinks it's the Kool-Aid. Ariel, you're on fire today. Yeah, he does think it's Kool-Aid Man. We need a GIF. We need a GIF of like Reaver's face on the Kool-Aid Man coming up and going, oh yeah. That would be perfect. Oh yeah, just busting through. Oh my God. Oh, more guys flailing their arm body parts. Okay, what's this? Oh, not the cat. Kid deserved it. I don't know why. Like, have you ever noticed boys love to get hurt? Like, and Scott does this all the time because he was one of those little kids who loved to get hurt and beat up on each other, like when they were kids. And one of his favorite videos is these little boys, and I think it's somewhere in the UK because they have these little accents, and they're playing with a trash can, an outside trash bin, and they're just pushing it back and forth with each other, letting it hit themselves on the head before they push back. And after they hit themselves on the head, they laugh and they giggle. Like, I don't understand why this is funny. It's really odd to me, but I guess boys will be boys, right? I don't really get it. If they like it, continue it. I mean, it's positive reinforcement of some kind to them. A beautiful and mighty slap. The slap that was heard across the world. Uh-oh. Boys on one side, girls on the other. You already know. Okay, hold up. Did she even slap the right person? Wait a minute. Him, and then, okay. He took the weave off. You don't touch a girl's weave. You just don't. Right, Dave? It's a male chromosome thing. Like, the more you yell, the more positive reinforcement it is. So, I don't know. The more you yell and hit. Totally is. Kids regret breaking Lego creation.
Frog.
What?
Frog.
Why did I just watch that? I think there's like a piece of the video missing. Like frog, it breaks, and then nothing. Why did I just waste 9 seconds of my life? Okay. Well, that's cool. A mighty leap. She's not making it. Run, dog, run. Run, dog, no. Okay. Uh-huh. And she's not even running in flip-flops like usually. Just lift your leg up. Stop looking at your dog. Just lift your leg up. Knee first. That hurt. All right. Well, it's now 12:15. I have a client to get ready for. It's a puppy, so it's no big deal. It's fun. I've been getting more puppy clients in, and it's been making it so much easier and more relaxing on my end. I'm just like, yes, like a dog doesn't want to eat my face. That's great. This is great. Let's prevent that from happening. Let's do some good quality socialization and have fun. So that is it that I have for you guys today. Hold up. Let me turn this off. Let me make myself larger. Ta-da. Hello, what's up? How we going? Guys, thank you so much for joining me today and catching up on all the dog stuff and having fun on Reddit with me and not taking things too seriously because it's a Sunday and we just want to relax, chill, have fun, catch up with everybody. So I hope you guys all have a great week. As a reminder, I will be going live in the Service Dog Prep group for free training Tuesday in Service Dog Prep. If you're not part of the group, make sure to apply and make sure to answer all the questions. If I have I'm being much more strict with the questions. So if you haven't been approved in the past, maybe it's because you didn't put an email address in. I am getting a lot more strict with the answers for the group so that you can get in. But I would love to see you there if you are not already. And I will be going live for Free Training Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in a couple days. And as a reminder, next week on Sunday Brunch, for the next 6 weeks, I will be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because Reaver and I are going to be going to a Introduction to Nose Work class. Thank you so much, Lori, for coming. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you. Who else is here? I think Kelly already left. Thank you guys for coming. It's so much fun. And I hope you all have a great Sunday. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.